Imagine transforming a piece of land into an oasis of sustainability, where every plant tells a story of care and respect for nature. Does it sound like utopia? Perhaps you think starting an organic plantation is complicated, time-consuming, or even beyond your reach. But what if I told you that with the right knowledge, you can not only produce healthy food, but also regenerate the soil and positively impact the world around you? Surprising, isn't it? The world is changing, and conventional agriculture is falling behind. If you're tired of consuming food full of chemicals or want to create something that makes a difference, this guide is for you. Get ready to discover the practical and inspiring path to mastering organic plantations, step by step. An organic plantation is more than just a way to grow food. It's a movement toward a more sustainable lifestyle connected to nature. It's an agricultural method that avoids synthetic chemicals like artificial fertilizers and pesticides, prioritizing techniques that respect the environment. Imagine harvesting fresh food, free of toxic residues and packed with nutrients. This is the promise an organic plantation brings to those who adopt it, and it's no wonder it's gaining more ground in the global market. Why would someone choose an organic plantation? Simple. It benefits not only the farmer, but also consumer health and ecosystem regeneration. With techniques that prevent soil and groundwater contamination, organic agriculture reduces environmental impact. Additionally, for producers, there's a competitive edge. The growing demand for organic products reflects increasingly conscious consumers seeking quality and food safety. The benefits don't stop there. Think, for example, of the difference between eating a tomato grown in a conventional monoculture laden with pesticides and an organic tomato planted in soil rich in organic matter. Not only is the flavor better, but the nutritional value also stands out. Investing in an organic plantation means investing in your family's health and the planet's preservation, all at the same time. And if you're thinking that starting an organic plantation is complicated, know that there are abundant resources and information to guide you. From soil selection to certifications, every step can be practical and strategic. It all begins with the soil. But how do you prepare soil that breathes life and ensures plant health? That's the next essential point to explore. The soil is the soul of any plantation, especially an organic plantation. To start, you need to understand the land you're working with. Soil analyses are essential to determine its composition, pH, and nutrient levels. Think of it as a medical checkup for the soil. Only with an accurate diagnosis can you apply the appropriate treatment. The good news? You can enrich the soil naturally using compost, aged manure, or even plant residues from your garden. One of the most effective practices is composting, which turns organic waste into a rich and complete fertilizer. Those fruit peels and dried leaves from your kitchen, they can become gold for your plantation. Additionally, liquid biofertilizers, like the famous compost tea, are excellent for delivering micronutrients directly to the roots. It's simple. Dilute the biofertilizer in water and apply it to the soil every 2 weeks. The result will be a living, thriving soil full of beneficial microorganisms. Another crucial point is protecting the soil from erosion and wear. Mulches such as straw or sawdust act as protective blankets, conserving moisture and regulating soil temperature. This is especially useful in regions with extreme climates. Have you thought about planting cover crops like legumes? In addition to covering the soil, they enrich it with nitrogen, a vital element for healthy plant growth. Preparing the soil is the foundation of any organic plantation. It's like tuning instruments before a concert. The final result depends on the harmony you create from the beginning. Once the soil is ready, the next step is choosing the right crops. But how do you know which plants best suit your region and market demands? Let's explore that in the next topic. Choosing the right crops for your organic plantation is one of the most strategic steps in the planting process. It's not enough to go with plants you like. You need to consider the climate, soil type, and local market demand. For example, in hot regions, vegetables like okra and squash thrive, while in cooler areas, lettuce and spinach excel. Before deciding, ask yourself, What does my region offer best, and what do consumers really want? Once you understand the environmental conditions, it's time to source certified seeds and seedlings. This ensures the genetic material is healthy and suitable for organic farming. There are companies specializing in organic seeds, but you can also find them at cooperatives or local agroecological fairs. The right choice not only guarantees vigorous plants, but also facilitates future certification of your plantation. Another important aspect is diversity. Growing multiple crops simultaneously not only boosts productivity, but also reduces the risks of pests and diseases. Imagine a field with herbs, vegetables, and fruit trees coexisting harmoniously. This practice, known as intercropping, is a cornerstone of organic plantations and contributes to the overall health of the system. Oh, and don't forget to include plants that attract pollinators, like sunflowers or basil. Choosing the right crops is the first step to ensuring a productive and sustainable plantation. However, the layout of your field is also essential for success. How do you organize the space and plan an efficient crop rotation? That's the next point to uncover. Planning an organic plantation is like drawing a treasure map. Every detail matters to ensure the venture's success. First, it's essential to organize the available space. Consider how each crop interacts with others and arrange the plant strategically. Tall crops like corn can provide shade for vegetables that prefer less direct sunlight, like lettuce. Aromatic herbs can be planted along the edges, serving as natural pest barriers. Crop rotation is another key piece of the plan. Alternating the type of plant grown in each area helps prevent soil depletion and breaks pest cycles. For instance, after harvesting beans, which are rich in nitrogen fixation, why not plant something that consumes more of that nutrient, like carrots? This practice improves soil fertility and maintains ecosystem balance. For those aiming to boost productivity, intercropping is a valuable strategy. Combine plants with different growth cycles to make the most of space and time. Imagine growing radishes between tomato rows. While the radishes are harvested within weeks, the tomatoes continue to grow. This way, your plantation remains active and profitable. Good planning also considers soil protection and environmental control. Living barriers, such as bamboo fences or rows of banana trees, help block strong winds. Contour lines prevent erosion on sloped terrain. With space and practices well defined, the next step is to protect everything from pests and diseases organically and efficiently. Let's find out how to do this. One of the biggest concerns in an organic plantation is protecting plants from pests and diseases without resorting to chemicals. Fortunately, nature offers many solutions. Biological control, for example, is a powerful technique. By introducing natural predators, such as ladybugs that feed on aphids, you create balance in the ecosystem. Another strategy is the use of traps made from plastic bottles and natural baits, which help capture insects without harming the environment. Companion plants are also valuable allies in this fight. Some species, like marigold and rosemary, have repellent properties and can be planted near more sensitive crops. Imagine a tomato garden surrounded by basil. Not only does it protect against insects, but you also get a fresh ingredient for your recipes. These combinations not only increase biodiversity, but also strengthen plant resistance. Another essential resource is the preparation of homemade biopesticides. Made with simple ingredients such as garlic, chili, and neutral soap, these sprays can be applied directly to leaves to repel pests. A practical tip is to boil a solution of water with onion peels and use it to combat fungi. These practices are accessible and allow farmers to care for their plantations without harming soil health or consumers. Controlling pests and diseases naturally is a challenge, but also an opportunity to innovate. Each small victory in this process reinforces the connection between the farmer and the land. However, no organic plantation thrives without sufficient water. So, how can you ensure sustainable and efficient irrigation? That's the next point we'll explore. Water is the heart of any organic plantation, and learning to use it efficiently is essential. Sustainable irrigation systems, such as drip irrigation, are ideal for conserving resources while ensuring each plant gets the right amount of hydration. This method prevents waste and reduces the risk of diseases caused by excess moisture. For those on a tight budget, a creative solution is to reuse plastic bottles to create homemade mini drip systems. Another powerful practice is using mulch to retain soil moisture. Straw, sawdust, or dried leaves create a protective layer that reduces evaporation and keeps the soil temperature stable. Imagine not needing to water as often on hot days because the soil is naturally protected. Additionally, this technique helps control weed growth, saving time and effort in daily management. Rainwater reservoirs are a true asset for any organic plantation. With a simple collection system, you can store water in tanks or barrels to use during dry periods. A practical tip is to install gutters on roofs to direct water to the reservoirs. This reduces costs and contributes to conserving water resources. Sustainable irrigation is a blend of technique and creativity. When applied effectively, it strengthens the health of both plants and soil. But water alone doesn't perform miracles. Daily care is equally important to keep the plantation in perfect condition. And that's what we'll discuss next. Taking care of an organic plantation is constant work, but incredibly rewarding. Daily maintenance starts with observation. A close look at leaves, stems, and soil can reveal problems before they become severe. For example, if you notice yellow spots on leaves, it could indicate a nutritional deficiency or overwatering. Addressing these issues quickly prevents future losses and keeps your plants healthy. Regular fertilization is another indispensable practice. Using natural compounds, such as aged manure or liquid biofertilizers, provides essential nutrients for robust crop growth. A practical tip is to apply fertilizer early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the sun is less intense to avoid plant stress. And remember, less is more. Over-fertilizing can be as harmful as neglecting it. Controlling spontaneous plants is a task that cannot be overlooked. These can compete for nutrients, light, and water, hindering the development of main crops. Besides manually removing them, you can use organic mulches to prevent their growth. A layer of straw between rows, for example, not only blocks weeds, but also improves soil moisture retention. Maintaining plantation health requires dedication, but also offers a unique sense of connection to the land. It's like caring for a living organism that depends on constant attention to thrive. And when the plants grow healthy, the next step is crucial: harvesting at the right time to ensure maximum quality. Let's explore that next. Harvesting is the culmination of work in an organic plantation, but knowing the right time to harvest makes all the difference in product quality. Each crop has its ideal point, which can be identified by changes in color, texture, or even aroma. An organic tomato, for example, should be picked when firm but with a vibrant red hue. Leafy greens, like lettuce, should be harvested before they start to yellow, ensuring freshness and flavor. Proper harvesting techniques help preserve plant integrity. For fruits and vegetables, using pruning shears or sharp knives avoids damage that could compromise the plant's future production. Additionally, it's important to harvest during cooler times of the day, such as early morning, to minimize heat impact and prolong product freshness. Small precautions like these make a big difference in the final presentation. Proper storage is another key factor in ensuring quality after harvesting. Sensitive products such as strawberries should be stored at low temperatures, while potatoes need dry, ventilated environments. A practical tip is to use wooden or recyclable cardboard boxes to avoid moisture buildup. This not only preserves the food longer, but also maintains sustainability at every step. Harvesting is more than a process. It's a celebration of the effort and care dedicated to the plantation. But to bring these products to market, there's one final challenge: organic certification, which adds value and credibility. Let's understand how to achieve it in the next topic. Obtaining organic certification is a vital step for anyone looking to establish trust and credibility in the organic market. This certification ensures that your organic plantation follows sustainable practices, free from synthetic chemicals and genetically modified organisms. In most countries, the process involves working with accredited certification bodies. For instance, in the U.S., agencies like the USDA Organic Program oversee this certification, while in Europe, organizations comply with EU organic regulations. The journey begins with meticulous record-keeping. You'll need to document every aspect of your operation, from soil preparation to pest control methods. For example, if you use compost tea as a natural fertilizer, detail the recipe, the brewing process, and how often you apply it. These records are crucial, as they provide the transparency needed for auditors to verify your adherence to organic standards. Field inspections are a core part of the certification process. An inspector will visit your plantation to assess whether your practices align with organic regulations. This involves reviewing your documentation and observing your farming methods in action. It's a chance to showcase your commitment to sustainable agriculture while gaining insights to fine-tune your practices for even better results. Achieving organic certification unlocks new opportunities, from accessing premium markets to commanding higher prices for your products. It signals to consumers that they're purchasing truly organic goods, which is increasingly in demand. With certification in hand, the next challenge is equally exciting: learning how to market your organic products effectively and reach the right audience. Let's dive into this next. Selling products from your organic plantation is much more than simply putting your harvest up for sale. It's about building a connection with the consumer, showcasing not only the quality of what you offer, but also the story behind the production. A good initial strategy is to explore local fairs and farmers markets, where you can talk directly to customers and explain how your organic products are grown. This personal approach fosters trust and loyalty. In addition to in-person sales, digital marketing is a powerful ally. Creating profiles on social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook allows you to reach a much larger audience. Post photos of your harvests, share recipe tips, and show behind-the-scenes production moments. For example, why not publish a short video explaining the composting process? This engages followers and educates them about the importance of organic food. Another way to stand out is by developing packaging that reflects your brand's values. Use sustainable materials and include information about the benefits of organic products. Labels with phrases like pesticide-free or grown with respect for nature can be decisive in capturing consumers' attention, especially in competitive markets. Finally, consider expanding into e-commerce platforms. Specialized organic product websites or even your own virtual store can help you reach consumers in distant regions. The key to successful marketing is combining authenticity, creativity, and consistency. When these strategies are well applied, they ensure not only sales, but also a positive impact on the market and the environment. The journey to mastering your organic plantation is just beginning, and now it's time to put all this knowledge into practice. What will your first step be? Preparing the soil, selecting seeds, or perhaps starting with planting? Think about the impact you can make: healthier food for your family, a cleaner planet, and a market full of opportunities. What are you waiting for? Remember, success doesn't come from big, immediate changes, but from small, consistent actions. Are you ready to transform your land into an example of sustainability? I'd love to hear about your experience. Share in the comments what you're already planning or how you intend to start. Let's build this organic community together. Oh, and don't forget, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here, you'll find more tips and practical strategies to grow with organic and regenerative agriculture. Let's keep learning and changing the world, one crop at a time. Next, I'll leave you with a video on how to start agriculture organic farming. See you soon. Let's move towards a bountiful earth.